Hello all, K.M.K here together with Falcon.
Hi.
And today we are coming with another Dead by Daylight patch review or test server review, whatever you guys want to call it now. Uh, it's the big update. And I had to sneeze. It's so stupid that I had to sneeze. You know?
Mhm. Yeah, and remember, this is the second iteration, bro.
Yes. So just so that you guys know, there is the new. We have before this we had with Krasu. We had an update with anti-camp, anti-turno and everything, and that was a big disaster. So we're gonna look at the new one, and we're gonna see how it is now. All right, let's go. Are you ready, Falcon?
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Tunneling reduction update. That's this one. Unhooked protection update. Survivors that are unhooked or unhooked themselves receive hook protection for 30 seconds, which include 10% haste, so that you move at basically
Huntress speed,
hunter speed, yeah.
yeah, or speed, or
Yeah.
hag speed, yeah.
Yeah. And then you get endurance and elusive. This is a new status effect that has multiple effects in it, like iron will, lucky
Yeah,
break.
basically you get Iron Will, off the record,
Yeah.
and Lucky Break.
Basically, dit is uh, off the record on steroids. Basically,
Yes.
yeah. So, okay, I know that there are people that don't have certain perks, like off the record shots. I can understand that this is good for the new player experience. You know?
Uh, yeah, bro, about this,
Yeah.
basically we can say two things. Yeah, the first one is that this is good for new players, of
Yep.
course, because you don't have to unlock off the record.
Yep.
But also there is a second thing to consider, bro, because
Survive with friends.
in this way, you have a free slot now.
Yeah. Dit is basically survive with friends. Don't have to use it anymore.
Yes, yeah, this could be a problem.
Yeah. It's basically you get a free slot and you have survive with friends to take on. So booty squads are buffed, guys. Booty
Yes,
squads are extremely buffed right now. I
yeah.
also don't like that there is not an that they haven't included the the body blocking removal yet to this because you can use
And
this to body
yeah,
block.
and you know, bro, for you can do that for half a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ma-
yeah.
ma-
So basically, half a minute of a free body block to the killer.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's stupid. Let's see what else. The survivors will see the aura, will see the killer's aura within so many meters for 10 seconds. Dit is voor de proxy campers, proxy camp killers.
yeah.
Dit is basically like babysitter, the perk babysitter.
Yeah.
Survivors are still susceptible to attacks or powers. Okay. These effects linger for 3 seconds after being healed for a full health state. So it will be removed once you are healed. Okay.
Yeah, you know, bro, which makes sense because if you are healthy,
Mm-hmm.
okay, uh, of course you are not being tunneled.
Yep. Correct.
Yeah, yeah, because if the killer tunnels you, yeah, you don't have time to heal.
Correct.
So yeah, this part is okay.
Yeah. This is okay, and I find This one okay also, but I rather have that they also make it so that you can't body block the killer anymore. That you have no box, that the killer cannot be that you can't body block the killer. That would actually help in making the anti-tunnel easier, you know. But that is just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. These effects are lost when performing conspicuous action. Why not also add when using certain killer power effects, like the spray of Wesker, or the needle of Nemesis, or the fountain of the plague, or the box of pig? You know? But
I don't think those are conspicuous actions,
yeah, but they
though.
should count. They should
Ah,
count.
okay. Yeah, but now they don't.
Yeah, but they should. They should count. Because if you add something like this for 30 seconds, then you need to add stuff like Wagner's chests, Wesker's chests, the spray, the needle of Nemesis, the fouters of the plague, Trapper's traps.
Okay, okay. Yeah, but I just have a question because
Yeah,
it, it, since these effects last for 30 seconds, so my question is, are you able to be unhooked? Then you have to, for example, you are playing against Wesker, okay?
yeah,
You are unhooked. You have to look for a chest.
yeah,
Open the chest.
yeah,
Pick up the spray
yeah,
and use the spray.
yeah,
Yeah. But can you do all these in 30 seconds?
yeah, yeah,
Or in about 30 seconds? Because
yeah,
if it takes longer or takes about half a minute nonetheless, to be honest, it doesn't make any difference.
yeah. But still, I would do that. Because you have survivors who will give you the spray as such also, or they will do the spray first and then do the one thing. It is better that add those things to it, you know, just so that it is a bit of a buff, you know, so that there are more forms of conspicuous actions. This would also help with other stuff also, you know, like in the future if there is something that has to end with a conspicuous action or so, then it would balance everything out, because 30 seconds is really long, you know. So I would,
Yeah,
so I would, and it would buff these killers, because keep in mind, killers are not getting anything back for these buffs. What the survivors are getting, you know,
true, true.
because you need to see it like this: killers are with this update, the survivors are buffed, and the killers are nerfed, basically, you know. Because this is a buff for survivors, but it is also a nerf for killers. And it is especially a buff for survive with friends or bully squads.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. These effects are disabled when all generators are completed, except for the 10% haste and endurance starters effect, which will only last for 10 seconds. Okay, that is decent. We have reduced the killer's already revealed duration to limit a survivor's ability to plan aggressive saves. That is not the killer aura is not a big problem, you know. But they can still plan aggressive saves, though under the effect of the unhook protection, you know. It's still there. Additionally, we have removed the no collision effect. No, this should be added back. This should be added back. This here.
Okay, but go on, bro.
From unhook protection to prevent survivors from facing ahead of the killer to use their unhook protection aggressively. We will be closely monitoring these during the P2B. Look forward to feedback. Okay. Yeah, that I can understand that survivors are doing that, but still. This is so dumb. Then you have to remove. If you want this to work, then
Yeah.
you have to remove this. This here. See? Remove this. Remove this part
Yeah, yeah, that is another option.
and then add this. If you switch these two around, you switch this around with this, it would be perfect. That's the only thing that you have to do. Switch these two around. If you do that, then they cannot use it aggressively. The first few seconds or so, the killer cannot down that survivor. So Bubba will not be able to chainsaw that survivor. And it is a better save. Because you force the killer to focus the unhooker. Not the one that got unhooked. That's the better way. Oh well. Dit is zo dom. Bro, dit is zo freaking dumb, man. You know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Just remove this part and add this. Easy and simple. Right? Easy and simple.
Hey, bro, strange that behavior didn't put this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but this would have been the ideal solution. You put this you put this in
Hey, bro, maybe
and remove this.
they are afraid of players abusing it.
Players who abuse it anyway, bro. You know? Since the very first multiplayer game, people are abusing stuff. You know? That's the nature of people. You know? That's the nature of people. Unique hook bonuses. Okay. When hooking a survivor that is different than the last hook survivor, the killer gains the following: Bloodlust Tier 1. For 15 seconds, this bonus is reset when entering chase. This bonus is disabled when all generators are completed. At 10%, okay. Definitely. In the previous PvP, the kill bonuses were complex and had many layers. They also had made killer gameplay very linear. Hook, kick, gen, down next survivor, rinse and repeat. The retained player agency in the unexpected moments we simplify the bonus to only one. Gaining bloodlust. Why bloodlust? Because he's stacked with killer powers. Now you are creating even more problems.
Tell me.
Because he stacks with killer powers. You know? And who benefit most from it? Blight, K.M.K, Wesker.
Yes. The Oni.
Yeah, because Oni will use his power to start going for that slug spree. Which made stronger killers even stronger, yes, widening the
Yes.
gap between them and the weaker killers. Reusing bloodlust means that killers will use the power, nurse goers that will lose the bonus, while killers who are typically use their basic attack mode will keep it for full duration. We also remove the penalties from the PvP to keep in spirit of keeping player choice an important factor. Make it like barbecue. Make it like the either give us the original barbecue back, original barbecue and chili, or make this like barbecue. Better, you know? Also, about killer powers, remove haste add-ons. And don't make the power stack with haste. You know? Make haste unstackable.
That is another option.
Remove haste add-ons. Remove those. Because haste is too strong. There should never be haste add-ons on a mobility killer. Ever.
Yes.
Never should that be on a mobility killer. Especially killers if they have a one shot, you know, or they have great mobility like the Nurse of the Blight. Remove haste add-ons and make it so that haste cannot be stacked anymore. That's all you have to do. Then this will not be a problem anymore. Then this entire paragraph will not be a freaking problem. That's how simple it is behavior. How full of monkey dung are you guys that you don't even realize this? I've seen a chimpanzee. A chimpanzee. Listen carefully what I'm saying. A chimpanzee. Being smarter than you guys. You know? In a zoo. And those things throw shit at people. They are always butt naked. They scratch their ass in public. You know? They drink their own piss. They throw the shit. And those animals are smarter than you guys. Gonna say it again. Makes it so that haste does not stack with killer powers. Remove haste add-ons. And never add haste add-ons ever again to a killer with mobility. You can keep it on killers like Trapper. You can keep it on killers like Plague. Maybe. Maybe. I wouldn't say you should put it on Plague. But I say maybe. Also don't put it on Huntress. Make her iridescent add-on base kit. When she's out of hatchets that she moves faster. But most of all, remove haste add-ons from mobility killers or killers with one shot and make it so that it doesn't stack with perks. The power. That's the only thing that you guys have to do. You hear me? That's the only thing that you guys have to do. What is your opinion, Falcon?
Bro, I agree with you, and I'm happy that they finally acknowledged the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because most of
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction.
yeah, but they will have to hit their head 3 times again against the same rock till they learn the next lesson. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, come on! It is so. Most of the problems are because of the dash killers, the mobility killers, and with the haste stacking and such. Dit is also why. Here, behavior. Let me give you a tip. Free tip, you know? Make the survivors take longer to heal, you know? Make them be long on healing. Make the healing longer. So that they are they are shorter on the generators, because generators are popping like crazy. Either make the healing longer or make the generators repair longer. One of the two. Either they heal more or they fix the generator more. One of the two. You know? Because here is the thing. I can understand why they buff the healing. That's because the killers come back to the hook. You know? The tunnel and such. Certain
Yeah.
ones. But here's the thing. It's because of the haste. Haste add-ons. Blight, you unhook someone, Blight comes like a crazy moron. Like the retarded bottleneck that he is. He immediately stops chasing the survivor and he comes back. And he's there in like a few seconds. Before you can even heal the other survivor. You know, before the other survivor even gets a chance to breathe. You know? Because of Blighted Rat and Blighted Crow. Which is still used even though it is nerfed. You know? K.M.K, same problem.
Yeah, bro, because even if uh, you know the single add-on is not that strong, but you can combo them,
Yeah,
and then you have a problem.
yeah. And that is the problem behavior. And I'm gonna say it again. A lot of these problems could have been solved if you focus on the problem, and those are the mobility killers. Those are the problem. Big problem of the tunneling and everything. Then you got Bubba, but Bubba is a different type of beast. But that is something that you could solve with removing this and then adding this. Then you have solved the Bubba problem. But with this and such, like this, because of the haste stacked with powers and everything, that's the reason why there is so many problems. That's also the reason why killers like Blight, Nurse, Kaneki, Wesker, Oni, that is why those killers are popular. You know? Because you can go with a build that, and you get an add-on that makes them super fast. You know? Now, if you then have, for example, something that increases the mover speed or so, it will also go faster. That is the reason why it is a problem. You need to address the dash killers, especially Nurse and Blight, because they bottleneck the game. They make it difficult for the other killers to perform. Because you are building the maps based around Nurse and Blight. And that is noticeable because on the more complex maps where there are a lot of curves and that, Blight has difficulty. Same with the Nurse. But it also makes it impossible for those other killers to perform. Right, Falcon?
Yeah, I agree, bro.
Because name a few of the recent maps, you know, and tell me how good they are for Blight or Nurse compared to some of the old maps. Can you tell me that? Well,
Yeah, bro, I think so.
yeah. Can you tell me that? Can you name me the maps, recent maps, that are difficult for Blight and Nurse compared to the older maps?
No,
Because you,
bro, maybe only uh, maybe Borgo, you know, the map with the castle, you know.
yeah,
Maybe that is you know, slightly hard for the blight, maybe.
yeah. And even then, he still doesn't have a problem with it, even though it is obvious that map was made to make it difficult for the Blight. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But other killers, now any killer, how many killers are useless on the Borgo? How many? You should know it.
Bro, I can't know the exact number.
No, just name a few. Just name a few. I bet you can name 5. At the very least.
Nurse, I think.
Yeah?
Blight,
Yeah?
Kaneki,
Yeah?
Hillbilly, maybe.
Yeah? But I'm asking killers that are not those killers. You know? That will have it really difficult to play on those map. On the Borgo. Can you name those?
You mean, bro, you want weak killers or
Yeah,
uh,
killers that are not in that are not in the top, not in A tier or S tier.
okay, but you still have B tier and C tier.
Yeah, those are the ones that I'm talking about. Who of those killers would have a difficulty playing on the Borgo?
Uh, Pinhead,
Pinhead, who more?
uh, Myers, maybe.
Myers, okay.
Vecna,
Vecna, okay.
the Knight, maybe also.
Knight.
Uh, do you want more?
One more. I said 5. One more. You already named 4. Let me name one. The Doctor.
Yeah, yeah,
Those killers will have difficulty playing on the Borgo with the
yeah.
castle.
Maybe also Chucky, bro.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah.
Jackie
Yeah,
benefit.
so basically, bro,
Yeah,
uh, yeah, killers which can't teleport, okay?
yep,
Because, for example, Dredge has no problems in that map
yep,
because you can teleport with the lockers.
yep.
Xenomorph, because again, Xenomorph can teleport to the station underground.
Springtrap.
Springtrap, yeah. Sadako.
Yep. But
Yeah,
Sadako is super weak.
yeah, with those killers, it is not a nightmare playing in that map.
Yeah,
But of course, they are weaker than S tier and A tier killers.
yeah, because they will still suffer from the same problem as the other killers that we mentioned. You know.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah. So that's basically the problem. Next one. Perks, fugitive chase and such, or perks we will look later. Slugging, self recovery. This is okay. This is okay to a certain point because
Bro, it is almost okay,
yeah,
almost fine. But, you know, there is a problem, but we will talk about it later.
yeah,
Yeah,
because this is like how do you say how to say after being done by the killer, because this is good. That is fine, you know.
it
But
is, bro. It
yeah,
is.
but I would still rather have that the bar will still fill up when you're moving because else you will have grievers, people that don't want to be revived. They will try to, you know, waste your time on the ground by not recovering. You know, those kinds of things. The better target extreme cases, we have increased the base time taken to refill the the resolve park and added a stacking speed bonus for each additional survivors in the dying stage. This will make the mechanic more lenient in matches with little to no slugging and cause it to kick in sooner in matches with a lot of slugging. Okay. Okay. Ja, dit is almost fine, ja. Dying state, crawling speed increases over time when we left in the dying state. Okay, that's not bad. The ability to recover while crawling in the previous made crawling away always the right choice. This made it difficult for the killer to find and hook survivors. Slug briefly remove this from the base script. Yeah, okay. Not problem with that, I think. Nah. Anyway, bro, you can tell me your opinion.
Yeah, my concern.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, bro. So, again, I'm okay with this change
Mm-hmm.
because, slugging has become popular and, it is very annoying,
Yep.
especially when you are the last survivor.
Yep.
Yep. And the killer keeps slugging just to find you.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. So in that case, the problem is solved. But I have a question, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because let's go to the start. Let's go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does the killer slug?
Generator speed or certain maps, like
Yeah,
for example
basically, yeah,
the game.
basically, you can say that the killer has to slug to apply more pressure, okay?
Yep.
Because hooking survivors takes time.
Yep.
Okay. So basically, keep in mind, bro. So we are talking about a strategic slugging,
Yep.
okay? Not toxic slugging, because that type of slugging is basically you try to win the game by making all survivors bleed out.
Yep.
Okay, that is toxic and that should be removed from the game.
Yeah. Basically the twins play style.
Also, yeah,
Yeah.
and bro, and with this, yeah, we are back to my concern, okay?
Yeah.
Because now, if the killer slugs, you as a survivor, you have to leave the generator, the gen you are repairing,
Yeah.
to heal and get up your friend.
Yep.
Yeah. With this new update, bro, you
Mm-hmm.
have no reason to leave the gen because your friend survivor has the anti-slugging feature.
Yep.
So this means that slugging is no more a mechanic or a strategy to apply pressure.
Correct. It increased generous.
Yes,
Yeah.
the consequences are basically more gen rush by survivors and less options for the killer.
Precisely.
So this is my biggest concern, bro.
I can understand that.
Bro, this is also a very big nerf for killers like, as you said, twins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, for killers which are reliant on slugging.
Oni.
Yeah. So basically, you nerfed Oni, you nerfed the twins, maybe Hillbilly a bit.
Yeah, but Hillbilly doesn't care. He is like in the top tier, of killers.
Yeah, okay, it's a slight nerf for Hillbilly.
but it wouldn't
But
affect him.
still, yeah, still, you created, some problems to killers like twins, Oni, yeah, killers which, rely on slugging, okay?
Yep, true.
Yeah, this is my only concern, bro.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's already a problem with the fact that the survivors heal really fast, you know, so they spend less time healing and more time on generators, which means that the generators will be fixed faster. And then you got this also, you know.
Yeah, and keep in mind, on top of that, bro, you can't tunnel also.
Hmm.
Yeah. So how should the killer apply pressure now, bro?
I don't know, man. I don't know. They nerfed all the slowdown perks, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
if
And bro, as killers, we only have 4 slots.
yep.
Yeah. So now, keep in mind, bro. Now we see, basically almost every killer we go against, bro,
Hmm.
uses 4 slowdowns.
Yep.
Yeah. You can't put 5 or 6 slowdowns to compensate.
Yep.
Yeah. This is my concern, basically.
Yeah, and but they also keep nerfing the slowdowns, eh? That is the big problem, you know. I mean, if it was just with the old slowdowns, you know, the unnerved slowdowns, you know, then all these updates, these survivor buffs, would not be a problem, you know. But the problem is, behavior keeps nerfing the slowdown perks, you know, the generation perks,
Yeah.
or they add stupid perks that, or they added stupid perks like Grimmer Embrace, will actually promote proxy camping and promote the tunneling as such, because you know it's not really a slowdown. It's more like, oh, I can now proxy camp safely, you know, while survivors are doing stuff uh, because killers are not using Grim Embrace for what it is meant. So yeah, big problem, you know. Hook improvement. Resolve bar is now visible to other survivors while hooked. This is good, bro. This is good.
Yeah, finally, because how many times, bro, you asked me or I asked you, is the killer camping? Is your bar full or
Yeah,
not?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And the problem is, then they are like, I think no, it is not. And then he comes back. I said, oh, the bar is going back up again. Oh, it is gone. He's gone. Oh no, it's increasing again. You know, it adds more frustration because you are always talking to each other. The help, and also if you have, for example, resilience or the Rebecca perk, you know, the Rebecca perk or Kindred, you know, bro,
yeah.
you know the Rebecca perk and the Kindred, those two.
Reassurance.
Reassurance, yeah. When you get reassurance as such, it helps. This actually helps with information because then you would be able to say, oh, okay, he's camping. Let me apply reassurance. You know, those kinds of things. But this will help a lot because then other survivors who are not in a voice chat with you are able to say, oh, he's camping. I will not unhook him. You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And go on, bro. I will just keep gen rushing.
Yeah. To help bridge the information gap between players using voice chat, those who aren't and who have been added to the resolve bar will help survivors determine if the killing is okay. But here is something else.
Rob, can I also say
Yeah,
that this feature should have been added on day one, bro?
yeah.
Because I don't know if you remember, but when anti-camping was added, you
Mhm,
know, I immediately said one thing. Yeah, I said, but since I'm in solo queue,
mhm,
okay, you added this anti-camp meter, okay?
mhm.
But the where is the meter for my teammates?
Yeah.
This was the first thing I noticed.
You know what I also wish that they added?
Yeah, and now they are adding it after 2 years, maybe 3 years. I don't remember exactly, but
You know what I also wish that they added? That they add icons for reinsurance and for kinderen to it. To to the hub to the HUD bar. You know? So that the survivors can see, oh, someone has put reassurance on that survivor because
bro, to be honest, you can tell it even now because entity progress is paused when you apply reassurance.
yeah, but you don't see that right when you are when on the
Bro, you can understand it indirectly
okay.
because since the entity progress is paused,
Hmm.
you can notice it because the bar doesn't go on.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe the problem is you can't tell the difference between camaraderie or reassurance, you know?
I would say maybe just make a white glow aura or something so that people can see, oh, reassurances are blind. You know?
Yeah. Or
No.
maybe, bro, you can also add a small symbol in the bottom right as other symbols, for example.
Yeah.
Think about Kindred. If the
Yeah.
survivor is Kindred, bro, you have a small symbol in bottom right.
Yeah, but people don't look there.
Yeah. Bro, that is your problem. Yeah, bro, you have a pretty nice user interface now. You know,
Yeah, but not as
I,
good as the
you
old
know,
one. The old one
bro,
looked better.
I could understand it 9 years ago, but
Yeah.
today you have a pretty complete interface, bro.
Okay.
So learn to use it.
I can't. I have skill issues.
Uh,
I
we all have skill issues, bro.
okay, balance. Anti-face camp meter it now feels faster based on how long the killer stays near you. Okay.
Good.
And how about why don't you don't make it based on generator? Why not based on generator? That if it is at five generators, it will go like this. At
Ah,
five,
the thing I asked a long time ago.
yeah. Why not
Yeah,
that?
because yeah, bro. How many times did I say you must not camp at five generators?
Yeah,
But if only one generator is left, maybe at 99%, as
yeah,
a killer, I have I need to have the option to camp.
yeah,
Because I have no reason to leave in that case. The last generator is about to pop.
yeah.
Yeah.
Decrease the base fill rate of anti-face can meet by roughly 50%. Increase the range. Okay, increasing the range is okay, but
Yeah. Very good.
uh, okay, that helps. Hooking a survivor now applies a 7 second create rates with only the last hook survivor. Okay. To make the anti-face cam mechanic fairer to both sides, we have reduced the base fill rate and added the time the killer remains near the hook as a modifier. This gives killers who are not camping more freedom pass by and particularly grant spaces like always without worrying I never notice anyone unhooking in hallways. You know? Since the anti-camp was introduced, I have not even seen one person benefit from it. Without being it purposeful. You know? Without worrying about the meter failing and giving the survivor a free escape, this also meant the survivors were being camped for extended periods of time and ability to unhook themselves. Okay. Okay, but I would rather have this was based on generator. You know?
Yeah, and then the feature would be perfect.
Yeah. These are not important. Also not important because nobody plays Skull Merchant, any of us, so we don't care. This, I don't understand this. With the Bloodless bonus offered for the synergy with others higher than we would. Again, like I said, make it so that it doesn't stack. Then you wouldn't have to. Then you would not have to do this. You know, remove the stacking from it. That's all you have to do. Behavior,
Yeah.
right?
Same problem, bro.
Yeah. Just don't make it stack with each other. Add levels to it.
Yeah. Even though, bro, it's hilarious that we are nerfing furtive chase.
Yeah, it's stupid.
So you are telling me that furtive chase is overpowered?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
This is basically the same with survivor perks. Babysitter is the same. You know, see?
Yeah,
Just,
bro, because many effects were put into the base kit.
yeah, borrowed time, survives you unhooking ability fully recover from the dying state for the next. Okay, that is basic. This is basically a form of unbreakable now. Survivors you unhooking ability fully recover from the dying state. See? That means that when they are downed, correct? This is basically
Yeah,
unbreakable.
yeah, but for your teammate.
Yeah, that is what I mean. This is basically unbreakable.
Yes.
This is okay. This is disgusting. Oh,
Ah, okay. So basically, we'll make it, but for you.
yeah, yeah, and of course, you know, hook destruction.
Yeah, but it was nerfed, bro.
Yeah, but this is disgusting when you are in Hawkins. You know, you go in that one room in Assad's, and the killer will never be able to hook you for so many minutes, seconds. It happened to me once with Springtrap, and this is really disgusting. This basically will make it. Oh my god, behavior, why are you stupid? Remove the endurance effect, increase the activation duration to 80 seconds from. Okay. No, dit is filthy. Bro, dit is disgusting. Wicked plus reinsurance and you will be unhooked at full health.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, we tried this in the PTB, bro.
Yeah, and you were like, what?
Mm, bullshit.
Yeah, dit is stupid. This is so stupid. Death Note, the survivors perks listed above are all related to unhookment gameplay. We saw an opportunity to update them to make sure they complement the unhook protection and increase the volley. Tenacity, re-added the ability to recover while crawling. Okay, but that means now that we don't need off the record, we can actually fill the slot in with tenacity. Conviction. Okay, this was needed. You know, to prevent an infinite looping with.
Yeah. Another bullshit, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. Glad they fixed it.
yeah, and we are almost done. Survivor add-ons. This is disgusting also because now you can do 3 times. Now
A
you can.
sprint.
Yeah, sprint burst.
Yeah, styptic is okay, but the syringe is still overpowered
Mm-hmm.
because you can stack it with blood rush and sprint burst.
Correct. That's the most disgusting thing that I ever saw. This must not leave the test server. Never. This would kill a lot of killers. You know? Okay, now the last one. What I'm happy with. This here. The scratch mark color can be customized. I'm happy with that one. Now make it only so that you can also do it with generators and I'm happy. You know?
Yeah, especially on corn maps
Yep.
and Ormond also.
Yep. On core maps it is really horrible for me because that I don't see any red auras, you know? I have to stand in a specific way and against specific objects or the generator just so that I'm able to see some stuff. You know? Or I have to really pinch my eyes. On every other map, I have eyes like a hawk. But if it is like on corn maps, I'm completely useless. How many times do you have to carry me in 2 versus 8 when we are on a corn map?
Almost always.
Yeah, it's freaking unfair. I hate it. Let's see everything else. Not so important. Not so important. Okay, just to make it short, you know. Uh, the idea is good. The idea is good, but there's still Google Gaga.
Yeah.
This here. This this could be better. Dit is Google Gaga. Because needs to be better. Dit is almost perfect. Almost. This hard to say. Dit is good. This it's a definite no. Make it based on generators. Based on generators, that's better. Way better. Based on generators.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, this is good. I'm happy with this. Let's see. Dumb. Completely dumb. Was needed. Bad. Horribly bad. Horribly, 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 horribly bad. That's all I have to say. And of course, the last one. Dit is the goat. The goat. It's the goat. You know. This one is the goat of the pets. Anyway, guys, dit was our opinion about this pets. You know, it's there are a lot of misses and very few hits. You know, but it is what it is for now. Hopefully, they get a lot of feedback because a lot of these things should not be officially released. Right, Falcon?
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add?
No, bro, I think we said everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Especially our concerns.
yep. Anyway, guys, that was our opinion. I hope that you guys like it. That was K.M.K together with Falcon.
See you soon.
And together wish you guys an adios, wiedersehen, sayonara, and arrivederci. And we hope to see you all next time. K.M.K and Falcon out. Bye. And stay safe out there.